Hi FlossTube, it's been 2 weeks since I posted my first video, so I thought I'd give it another go today, 2 weeks on. I want to thank everybody that has watched my first video and subscribed to my channel, and all of you that have commented underneath. I'm really pleased with, you know, how it's gone. Almost, I think I'm actually over 100 subscribers now, which I can't really believe. So yeah, thank you everybody. And if this keeps going well, I'll continue to make some videos every couple of weeks, I think. Okay, so last time I showed you all the projects that I had on the go. I also showed you some of the kits and things that I had in my stash. So I will start, I think, today with showing you what I have stitched in the past couple of weeks. Now, to be honest with you, there's not a lot, and that's because I've been away with work this previous week. So the only thing I have worked on is my Clouds Factory stitch along. So I managed to finish Giza, which is here. So I don't know if you can see all of that. There is one colour that I was missing, little light blue there. I'm just waiting for that to come so I can fill that in. And I made a start on New Delhi, which was June's month. So as you can see, I'm still very behind. Started this stitch along 6 months into when it actually started. They just released the July postcard the other day, which was Rio, so hopefully I'll be able to finish New Delhi and get onto Rio at some point this week. And that is literally all I have done in the past couple of weeks. Although I desperately wanted to have more stitching time, it just didn't happen. So hopefully, fingers crossed, next 2 weeks we'll have more free time for me. Even more so in the next month or couple of months, as I'll be, you know, have some time away from work. So yeah, being a teacher has its bonuses. Okay, so, oh yes, so I've had quite a lot of stash this week, or these past couple of weeks, so I'll show you what I have bought. So the first thing I did was I ordered a grab bag of fabric from a website called Sparklies. Now, I've been watching Amanda stitching YouTube or FlossTube videos, and she was the one who showed her what she got in her grab bag on her latest video. So I was really desperate to get my hands on one of these, because I think I just need some fabric that's kind of different to the usual sort of thing that I stitch on. You know, I usually play it quite safe and go with white or cream, or, you know, really light coloured fabrics, a little bit like, you know, my Clouds Factory stitch along. So I was just hoping to get a random selection in this grab bag, which is definitely what I got. So I'll show you each of the things. So first of all, I've got this nice kind of blue, I don't know if you can see that, blue sparkly fabric. So like a long strip there. Might use this for some smaller Christmas designs, maybe a couple of Christmas cards perhaps. I know it looks like it should be maybe for a bookmark or something, but I'm thinking like snowman or some sort of wintry scene on this. So yeah, if anyone's got any alternative suggestions, please feel free to post a comment. So that was the first one. Then got another sparkly one, this time like a pastel pink lilac-y kind of colour, bigger size this time. I'll show you close up. I'm not too sure what counts these fabric are. I think they're all even weave, so they're either 28 or 32. I'll have to have a little measure and find out. But yeah, really like the sparkles in this one. I think I actually might have just shown you the back rather than the front. Oh, I'm not too sure, it looks similar both sides. Okay, so then there's this one. So again, another long rectangular piece, like a blue and white kind of cloudy sky looking shade. I'll show you close up, I don't know if you can see it very well. But yeah, no idea what I'll use this one for yet, but I'm sure something will come up at some point. Okay, this one's really nice. I don't know what stitch on this yet either, but I need to lean back so you can see the whole thing. So it starts off white and then kind of pastel-y pink, lilac, and then ending with a blue. Kind of looks sunsetty, so perhaps some sort of outdoor scene, maybe. Again, if anyone has any suggestions, then please feel free to let me know. Okay, and then I have one really big piece, which I will show you shortly because I've already got that ready to use for a new project, so I'll get to that in just a second. So there, that was all my fabric from my Sparklies grab bag. Oh yes, I also bought a new frame. Okay, now a bigger frame than all the other ones that I've got. So I bought 11 by 17 inch R&R snap frame. A little bit like a Q-snap frame, I think it's the same thing, just different brand. Okay, now I wasn't sure if this would be too heavy to hold, but actually I think I prefer it to the square frames because I can kind of hold it at one end and then kind of rest this on my lap, rest the longer end on my lap. So yeah, I'm really liking it so far. And then if you buy a new frame, you also need a frame cover. So I bought a Scrabble material frame cover from a shop on Etsy. I think the company was called Too Many Cooks, and the lady was really nice. She emailed me just to let me know when it would arrive, and it only took about a week. But yeah, so don't know why I'm turning this round. It looks the same all the way around, but you know, there you go, just like a giant hair bubble. But yeah, really lovely work's gone into that, so I'm real pleased. Okay, so frame, Sparklies materials, frame cover. Oh yeah, and one more. Got my latest issue of Cross Stitch Crazy magazine. As you can see, still in its packet. Haven't had a chance to read it yet as I've been away this week. So probably after I've finished filming this, I will have a little read through. Looks like it's got some really nice things in it. Oh, I also forgot to mention in the grab bag from Sparklies, I didn't order these. I think the person who runs the company just throws them in just as a little extra. I got some hand dyed threads. So this one's called Solitaire, and it's a mix of kind of pale and dusky pinks. So that's really nice. And then another one called Mossy Bank, which goes all sorts of shades of green, from, you know, dark mossy green to kind of almost yellow green in there somewhere. So I'm sure I'll find a use for those at some point in the future. Okay, so that's my stash. I've also ordered a big lot of anchor threads, some Mill Hill beads, and some sparkly thread for upcoming projects, which I will tell you about now. So the first one I'm looking forward to starting is the Lakeside Needlecraft Stitch Along. It's fantasy themed. I think I mentioned this in my previous video. I'm still waiting for the fabric to arrive that I ordered for it. I think it takes a few weeks for the company to kind of hand dye it and whatnot, so I'm happy to wait as I've got lots to be getting on with. I've got all the fabric, no, I've got all the materials ready. No, I haven't, not all the materials. I've got all the, well, some of the threads just there. And then I think I've got about another 15 coming. Just I've got a couple of purples, green, pink and a blue, and my little checklist of what I've got. Because I started with an anchor collection, spend a lot of time converting DMC to anchors, so yeah, that's that. Yeah, hopefully I'll get that started soon, as soon as the fabric arrives, because then on the 1st of August the first character is released, so for the first part of the stitch along, so hopefully I'll be able to make a start on the border that I've already got in time to get the first character in the right place on the fabric, so I'm really looking forward to that. Okay, oh yes, so my next project, something really different for me that I've never kind of done anything like this before, is a Joan Elliot Mermaid. Now this was the other fabric that I got in my Sparklies grab bag, which is this. So if I lean back a little bit and show you and close up. So I don't know if you can really tell very easily what colours are in this, but it's kind of dark greeny grey bluey with splashes of orangey brown all over, which at first, when I first looked at it, I thought, not too sure about this one. Don't know what I'll stitch on it. It's very dark. I've never really stitched on anything dark before. So I had a little research. I posted a photo of it on the Stitch Mania group on Facebook, hoping for some inspiration. Lots of people suggested Halloween. Not the biggest fan of Halloween, if I'm honest. Don't know why, just never really got into it. So I don't think stitching something Halloweeny would hold my interest. So I then started researching some kind of fantasy ideas, thinking it looks a little bit smoky, maybe. Didn't really see anything that took my fancy. I had to flick through some magazines, and then I came across mermaids. Now I looked at some Mirabilia mermaids. At the moment, the amount of beading that's required kind of puts me off a little bit. This Joan Elliot one has a little bit of beading, so I bought my Mill Hill beads that I mentioned earlier for it, but they are nowhere near as many as in a Mirabilia mermaid. And I didn't realise, but when I found this design on the internet, I then realised I already had it in an issue of Cross Stitch Crazy from 2014, September 2014. So this is the one. I'm really looking forward to starting this. Okay, and I laid all my colours out on my fabric, and even though at the moment I'm still a little dubious of how it will work, whether the colours will look good or not, I did lay them out, the ones that I've got anyway, and it seemed to look quite like it could work quite well. So I'll just show you the ones I've got. I kind of put together a little bit messy. Some of the threads are kind of a bit everywhere, but yeah. So that's what I've got already. So I don't know if I'll show you both of these. You can kind of see that I don't think too many of the colours will get lost in this. So if it works, great. If it not, I'll learn from it, and then hopefully my fabric and thread combination choices might improve if it doesn't quite work, but I'll give it a go and see what happens. Hopefully I might even start that this week, although I really want to finish the New Delhi postcard of Clouds Factory first, so we will see. Okay, so oh yes, so another one I wanted to make a start on this month is my Boofle with wheelbarrow, I think that's what it's called, or Boofle Gardening cross stitch kit. Now it comes with 14 count white Aida, but I may substitute this for maybe a slightly pastel-y shade, maybe even one of the new fabrics that I've got, possibly. I shall see how the colours kind of work with it. In Stitch Mania there's an event for July where I can't remember the name of it, but it's stitching something summery, so I think I will go for that. I think, sorry, lost my train of thought there just for a second. Yeah, so I will do this and then kind of post photos to show people my progress. Okay, I'm looking to the left just because I've got a few notes about what I'll say, otherwise I'll spend the whole time going so yeah, I'll just write a couple of notes just so I remember everything. Okay, so oh yeah, so future plans, future plan, like I said, really start my Mermaid, carry on with my Clouds Factory, start the Lakeside Needlecraft stitch along when my fabric arrives, have a go at my boofle, and then also I've been having a look at another Stitch Mania event planned for August, the Olympic one. And this sounds really fun, and a lot of my current either whips or planned projects kind of fit into the themes for each day. So the idea is that each day the Olympics is on, you stitch something kind of linked to the Olympics. So for example, one of the days is aquatics, so stitch something with water in it. So I've got my Scottish Shore whip that I showed you in my last video that I think I will stitch on that. Hopefully it will encourage me to get back into stitching on some things I haven't for a while. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Okay, so yeah, so I don't think I've got anything else that I have forgotten. I'm not sure how long I've been recording this for now. Doesn't seem like a particularly long one, but that's maybe because I haven't done an awful lot of stitching in the past couple of weeks. I've really enjoyed watching lots of FlossTube channels. The ones I have been watching particularly in the past couple of weeks are Amanda Stitching, like I mentioned earlier. I'll see if I can remember everyone's names. Adele McNaughton, really enjoyed watching her channel. Dragon Stitches, Stitchy Ryan, Coffee Stitcher, Stash Queen, oh, Michelle Gunn, oh, and Messy Stitcher as well, who I suspect doesn't live that far away from me. I think she sounds quite similar to me, so, but who knows, I could be making that up. Okay, so yeah, I think I will call it a day for now, and then I will hopefully get back and do another FlossTube video in a couple of weeks. So again, thank you everyone for watching. Please ask me any questions and hopefully I'll get to answer them in my next video. So thank you, bye.